welcome to the very first episode of the ambitious Xylem series brought to you by A&M Cube. A&M Cube is the Employability Enhancement Initiative which enables placements by bridging crucial skill gaps. At the onset, we would like to mention that the purpose of this series is to enable our target audience, which is the pre-final year and the final year students who are about to step into the corporate world, and the professionals with up to 3 years of corporate experience who are in process of understanding the corporate environment. The idea is to introduce the audience to experienced yet young leaders of two types. Firstly, who have made it to the senior management or are in line to enter this league. Second is the people who have tasted the corporate world and left it to start their own ventures. Similar to the role played by xylem in the world of plants, which is to carry water and nutrients to different parts of the plants, the words of wisdom by our xylems shall not just enable our target audience to learn what is important to do in the corporate life, but also the don'ts of this enigmatic world. In this Xylem series, our first guest is Mr. Rohit Udaiwal. Rohit has been a rising star in the general insurance industry with over 16 years experience in claims assessment. He has been an alumnus from prestigious institutes like Fellow from Insurance Institute of India, Management Postgraduate from MNIT Jaipur, Mechanical Engineering from Government College Ajmer, and he is currently pursuing Masters in the Business Law from the National Law School, Bangalore. In his career, he has worked with leading general insurance companies at various geographies, starting with ICICI Lombard, Reliance ADAG, and he is currently working with a leading insurance giant at a senior level position. He believes in promoting the young generation to acquire various insurance qualifications and skills to shape up their career in the general insurance industry. So, Rohit, welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for giving the opportunity on this platform.
Pleasure, Rohit. Let's quickly begin our chat.
Yes.
So, Rohit, the first question is, kindly take us through your career journey. How has been the experience like till date?
This started from my college days. So I completed my mechanical engineering in year 2002. I think we are from the same batch. Completed my engineering and I came back to my home and I was wondering what to do next. After looking at my engineering grades, I was sure that I should not go for higher technical courses. During that time, accidentally, I got an opportunity in a very small surveying firm. That company was doing small motor claims assessment for different insurance companies. Then next year, I got admission into MNIT for management studies. So it was difficult, but this job was helping me for paying my course fees and my other expenses. So after 2 years, again, unfortunately, I was not able to crack any campus placement offer. I applied in insurance companies because of my experience into surveying firm. I quickly got an offer into a leading general insurance company, that was ICICI Lombard. So I moved to Jodhpur. It was my very basic initial role into claims assessment. So since that company has just started their operations into Jodhpur location, the volumes were very less, but geography was bigger. So I was traveling to Jaisalmer, Badmer and different places doing motor claim surveys and assessment. And I was having plenty of time in my initial days. So I have not wasted that time and I have acquired various insurance qualifications. After some time, I moved to another insurance company and very soon I became state head of that insurance company. And then over a period of time, I worked at different companies in different places. I worked into Mumbai, I worked into Delhi NCR, some part of UP. So this is all about my 15-16 years journey into insurance industry.
Okay, Rohit. So, Rohit, tell us something about your industry and also the employment prospects of your industry.
Again, if you see, banking and insurance, these are the basic pillar of any economy. Before pandemic, we were growing at a decent pace, but after pandemic, some line of business has been hit badly, like travel insurance, like event management. Interestingly, like for the health insurance, we were anticipating that line of business would grow in coming rough time, but because of the awareness of health in India, because of the pandemic, that line of business has grown exponentially. In these circumstances, when most of industries were into red, into negative, this was the industry, which was growing. So our incremental growth has been tapered, but it was never being into negative. General insurance industry is for all. Apart from sales, we hire people from medical background, veterinary doctors. We require agricultural graduates. We require CA. We hire people from technical background. So there is lots of opportunity for engineering graduates. So I look at this, there is a huge opportunity, and as I had said earlier, this general insurance company is for all walks of life, people from all walks of life.
Right. And Rohit, what are the key skills that a new entrant should hone upon before entering the insurance industry?
If you ask about my domain, I'm a part of claims management and having in this industry for last 15 years. So if for this industry, initially you would require specific technical skills. Cattle claims, cattle portfolio, this industry requires veterinary doctors. If you are into motor claim, automobile line of management, claims management, you require people with having good automobile engineering graduates with body shop exposure, with painting knowledge. We require people having good interpersonal skills, good communication part, good negotiation skills, and also there are few. I would recommend all persons who are interested to come into insurance industry. There are various insurance certificate courses being conducted by Insurance Institute of India. One should look at those courses, and these gives high weightage for you to enter into insurance company.
All right, Rohit. And Rohit, can you give some examples, some real life examples from your enriching experience from which, such skills can be elaborated?
Okay, so if you understand from claims point of view, let's say, in insurance company, what we sell a promise to be kept. So ultimate claim is the moment of truth. So this is the time when we need to deliver what is being promised at the time of sale of that policy. So understand the situation. If a person who is having a automobile claim, or there is some unfortunately death claim or some health claim, so in particular scenario, one need to understand how need to communicate with the insured, because in this time of distress you need to give an empathetic way of helping people. So and Gagan, I always find myself blessed that I am into a industry where I am helping people in the event of distress, in the that time of their life, and getting paid for doing this job.
And Rohit, the next question is a little tricky. And when we work in corporate life, we often come across difficult personalities who are working around us. They can be junior, peers, or senior to us. So I'm sure you would have also faced the same situation. So I would like to know that how did you manage the situation if you had come across such personalities?
Interesting one, but I think again every one of us has been faced these challenges in our life, in our corporate career. You cannot choose your team, you cannot choose your bosses. So as a leader, you need to understand your team. So if you are managing a bigger team, there would be person in your team who would be having good technical skill, but he would be lacking into interpersonal skills. Somebody who would be lacking into analytical skill, good into technical skill. So as a leader, your first job is to identify those core areas, those weak areas, then do good mentorship, hand holding, align them for the training part. So this is what you can do at your peer and your subordinate level. As far as your supervisor level, what best you can do is realign yourself, prioritize your priorities in line with your seniors' priorities. You need to have proper quickly update for the projects which has been given to you, assigned to you. I think these are the small management tricks and why you can at least handle or manage those difficult people.
That's so useful. Rohit, the next question, and I will give you two options. First is, there's a question of key takeaways, and the other part is a rapid fire questions, a round of questions. They will come like bullets to you, and you have to handle those questions.
Okay.
So, which one would you like to take?
I would like to have the first question. Yeah.
The key takeaways.
Key takeaways. Yes.
Okay. So you can go ahead with the key takeaways for our audience.
First thing I would say no job, no role is small. Never stop learning. In whichever role, whichever industry you are. Third thing that you should have less of ego. Ego is really bad thing, and there is slight difference between ego and self-respect. And other, I would say that you should give long time to any organization. Understand that organization. Complete life cycle, you would grow organically. You would understand the different time span of your career when you would be growing. Every year, you may not be getting good promotion, good increments, good responsibilities. You need to handle those different situations, different years of your life. One most important thing which I would suggest all of them, that never restrict yourself with a particular geography. Explore yourself, take up challenges to a different geography. To understand this thing, that at any given point of time, when you would come at a stage of your career in a senior management position, these small assignment at different geography gives you an organic learning about the market. So you would, if you work into different geography, that would enrich you about the market, understand about the industry. I think these are my recommendation takeaways for the audience.
Right, Rohit. So let's come to the rapid fire, because this is the most interesting round from my own perspective. Okay. So Rohit, the first question in the rapid fire is: what 2-3 soft skills would you wish you had during your initial days of facing interviews?
Yeah, because I was not able to crack any campus interview, so I wish I would have good communication skills. I was not coherent into presenting my way of effective thoughts. I was not very much expressive, and I was lacking analytical part. Those were the two things which I think I would have been improved on. Over a period of time, my 16-14 years of experience, I had learned those things. But I think one should have those things during his college years or graduation time.
I think the fact that you have overcome these gaps is commendable and something that people can learn from you. So Rohit, when it comes to soft skills, would you like to train the semi-raw candidate after hiring, or would you like to hire a pre-trained candidate when it comes to soft skills?
Soft skill, obviously, I would require pre-trained people.
Rohit, work from office or work from home?
Work from home for sure.
Full-time employment or gig-based employment?
For full-time employment.
Rohit, personal vision or organizational vision?
It's organizational vision.
Okay, Rohit. So next you have to answer in either yes or no.
Okay.
Technology can be taught quickly, but attitude is difficult to mold in short term.
Correct. Yes.
Skills like creative thinking, emotional intelligence, communication, teamwork are buzzwords rather than essentials for growth in companies?
No, I mean, it's false. No.
Only tech skills can take you to the leadership positions.
No.
Vision can be achieved by a mix of soft and hard skills.
Yes. So,
Okay. Rohit, 3 most important qualities you would look in for the candidates you are hiring.
okay. So at the time of hiring, I would be looking 3 aspects. One is technical skills, then eager to learn value system, and this I mean, the weightage would depend on the level of hiring.
Okay. And this is the last rapid fire questions. Any undesired traits that you think the candidates should not possess?
One is impatience, and I find, I mean, this is my observation. I mean, is some level of arrogance I found in the people. So that is not my desired traits.
All right, Rohit. Such a lovely interview, and it was great having you on this Xylem episode number 1. And we look forward to having you on more such episodes in future. Any reflections from your side before we part?
No, it's a really good platform. Again, I would like to, I mean, give information to the people, to the young graduates from engineering background and from management background, that because I am from insurance industry, so I found that there is very less level of information, lack of awareness about that industry. I would suggest just read, study about the level of opportunity this industry can give to you.
Right. Thank you so much, Rohit. On behalf of A&M Cube and our viewers, I thank you a lot to be a part of this session. Thanks a lot, Rohit. Look forward.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Bye.